Hello there. Let's start, shall we? No funny intro today. Today I want to talk to you about a topic that is very close to my heart and that has kind of started all of this, and that is oops. You can't really hear me, or you can. So I want to talk to you about a topic that is very dear to my heart and has kind of started all of my my mental health journey, my depression, my mental health downfall, my spiraling, everything. It's kind of stemmed from this, which is, how am I going to call it? What did I write down? Self-worth and body issues. It's something like that. Hi, my name is Juliet and welcome to my space. I'm kind of like, okay, what do I say? How do I start this? Self-worth issues. They can come from many different sources in one's life. They can come from being bullied. They can come from being betrayed. They can come from losing trust in yourself by things not working out the way you want to. They can stem from so many different things that it is sometimes hard to pinpoint when they all started. And I don't think that one can pinpoint when they all started, because most of these things happen. What the hell? We're having kind of like a bit of saliva or something. Sorry. What the fuck? Fuck! I lost my train of thought. Okay. They mostly happen in our early childhood. So, I've talked about this a couple of times already, but ages 0 to 7, when you're in your download phase, when your brainwaves are on a different brainwave than they are now, because they are in theta and now they are in gamma, alpha, beta, delta. Now delta is sleeping, theta is hypnosis, alpha is relaxation, gamma is really fast, I believe, beta I think then? Let's hope that's right. But a lot of these things, a lot of these betrayals, the bullying will start at a very young age, and this is the age where we will save everything and it will not go through a filter that is called your conscious mind. It will go straight through the subconscious mind, and that is where we really are formed as people, and when we form our habits that will express in different kinds of ways later in life. One of those habits for me was, I will first start to say what happened to me. I was bullied severely as a child. And the funny thing is I don't really remember it being that severely, but I remember me just kind of trying to survive every single day. So it's kind of all a blur now. I don't really know what happened. I don't really know the specifics anymore. I just know that I was bullied for my weight on multiple occasions, many years. So yeah, I think that a lot of that stopped when I went to high school, because it was kind of like going out of style, I guess, calling people fat or fat. Which is a good thing, obviously. But I don't remember it being like that in high school at all. I do remember feeling really insecure and still like it still was as if everyone was judging me for my weight. I still felt like that because that's what I experienced when I was in preschool, elementary school, all the primary school, when you're tiny, I guess. So yeah, I still felt like that. And so my habits, that's where I was. Very great pullback from that. Still know my point of this conversation. So yeah, a lot of habits that were formed by me were substance abuse, sabotaging relationships, what else? People pleasing, making assumptions for people. So when we were talking, I would just assume that they meant that because I was feeling insecure about this. Those were all habits that were forming me. Eating, binge eating, still would do that sometimes, which is great. So yeah, all of these habits were formed, right? And they are a direct reflection of what I went through as a child. applause. That was a really good speech. I don't know what else I wanted to say about that. But as you can hear, it's a subject, as I said, is dear to my heart because I went through all of this. I have developed so many body issues, and nowadays they call it body dysmorphia, or they call it dysmorphia when I only knew that term in like when you were maybe a girl born in a boy's body, or reverse, you're born in the wrong body. But I think it's also a term when you feel like you're like an anorexic term, or just, you know, body dysmorphia, like your body is different. I don't know if I'm right. If I'm not, sorry. I just thought that my body really looked differently from what the truth actually is. The beautiful thing is that I'm just about to get out of that finally, because I'm changing my mindset so much to just see the truth and to look into the mirror actually, and not being scared of the mirror anymore, and to just feel confident and to not let a bit of fat or a bit of being out of shape, let that completely define who I am and define my worth. Because that's basically what it all boils down to, right? Like, you define your worth by having these body issues, by thinking that you're too fat or too skinny, or maybe you are in a girl in a boy's body, or the other way around, or whatever you are, whatever you want to be, and you feel so worthless because of that. What I recently also learned is that beauty really is not a physical representation of oneself. It is really just a feeling within oneself, which can be attained with whatever you look like, because that will actually emanate from you. People will feel that confidence and be drawn to that. And that's really what beauty is to me now. Obviously, I like doing makeup. I enjoy doing my hair, and I just went to the hairdressers, and I do feel great. But that's the thing, you feel great, and that will project to the outside. It will not be in the form of these destructive habits that you will create to it's kind of to protect yourself from being betrayed in one way, isn't it? Well, fun fact, in the long term, it doesn't work. It's really about changing your mindset, but it's difficult when that was the only thing at that point in time that I was actually capable of doing. I wasn't capable of just being like, when someone bullied me, being like, fuck off, I don't care what you have to say. I didn't learn those lessons yet. I didn't learn how to love myself first. I didn't learn all of these things that I know now. So it's not... my life couldn't have gone any other way than it has. And sometimes we want that, right? We regret not standing up to our bullies. We regret so many things, but gotta remember that it wasn't possible for us back then to actually do those things that we would do now. The beautiful thing though is that now you can do those things that you would want to do or wanted to do then. Self-worth is so important, because a good self-worth, happy self-worth, being confident in oneself, really projects to every habit that you create for yourself. And just remember what I said is that now you would do things differently. So do them differently. And do them for yourself, because you don't have to do them for anyone else. You have to feel good. The hell? I feel like I went on a rant and I don't know where I am anymore. This was a thing about self-worth and, for me, body issues. And I just hope that in the future I will take care of myself and not be so hard on myself, because I don't need that anymore. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you liked it. And subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my new podcast, because I have a new podcast out with my best friend. And I would want you to watch that. It's all in the description down below. And I'll wish you a good day. Goodbye.